Okay, guys, I'm going to ask Scruff, just finishing off for the night, and it's for Lewis. So it's a little salute to you, kid. Now, it's an interesting question, but it's something that you've got to pay attention to. I'm wondering how you would approach the market coming into the Asian session regarding ATR. For example, the US JPY today has almost reached its daily ATR as we're coming into the Asian session before midnight. If you were to trade it and decided to pre-market, would you still be mindful of the previous day's ATR almost being reached from the previous day's session? Or would you just look at the ATR that has just been printed? Right. What you got to remember is an ATR is an average of a completed daily candle. So at 10 o'clock, which is when the markets normally close, and if you're on the UK spread betting, it's midnight. So in this scenario, you were talking about looking to trade the Asian session starting in and around midnight. So therefore, the last daily candle is printed, which means it would be starting a fresh ATR for the day, for the next 24 hours. So the fact that it almost got to the top of the other one is now irrelevant because it's now a new day. It's a new candle. So the way I would approach it from a pre-market is I'd just be looking for the direction, as I normally do, in the baskets. Once I've got that direction in place, I'll then be looking to see if I've got the momentum in my favour. And if I do, well, it's a new ATR. It's then going to continue in. Now, if the momentum's going the other way, and it's the start of the session, because what you got to remember is when you're in an open, the market will often go the wrong way before it goes the right way. Now, this is exaggerated on the London session, which is why I say it's dangerous to trade that. But on the Asian session, the markets aren't that brutal, not really. So what you could do is you could look to fade the market. In other words, let it come back on itself, but take advantage of that because it's not pressured or anything like that. So essentially what you're doing is you're starting with a clean sheet. So the ATR has reset. And that's it. And then just look at your levels. Look what you're going to do hour to hour. But what I would say with the Asian session, because I work hour to hour throughout the London session and certainly the early part of the US session, with the Asian session, because it slows right down, you need to give it a little bit extra time. So a trade that would take you an hour in London might take you 2 to 2.5 hours in the Asian session. So you need to allow for that as well. And apart from that, you're pretty much good to go. As long as, depending on your instruments, the instrument that you're talking about here, the US JPY, it's quite a good market to trade through the night because it's quite active to a degree and its spreads ain't that bad. But if you look at some of the other products, the spreads get a little bit wider, certainly sort of European indices, that sort of thing. But if you want another good market for the Asian session, the US 100 is pretty good. Just be very careful. It is a volatile market, and if you get caught with it, well, you'll know about it, and you know about it bloody quick. But essentially what you're doing is you're starting with a clean slate. Okay, kid. Hope that helps. Catch you soon.